Good afternoon, flippers. This is video 6.1, and the new unit title is Similarity and Transformations, okay? Your objective today is I can write ratios and solve proportions. And the IXL skill, you'll love this, was Algebra C5. This is an old algebra skill where you deal with ratios and proportions. Please make sure you get that done. Let's go, flippers. All right, so the first definition is ratio, which is a comparison of two things. And you're probably thinking, what two things? So if we compare apples and oranges, and I have 5 apples and I have 3 oranges, then my ratio would be 5 to 3, or 5 to 3, or 5 over 3, 5/3. All of these three things are ratios, a way of expressing a comparison of two things. Question number 1, it says, the ratio of boys to girls in this class is 4 to 5. If there are 8 boys, how many girls are there? So let's write our original ratio. Our original ratio is 4 to 5, 4/5. And it says that this is boys to girls, which means that the boys come first, which means that the boys are on top. So this is actually the boys. So now they're saying, well, if there are 8 boys, which means now I'm going to write in a ratio where I'd have 8 boys. And then, well, how many girls? Well, I'm going to put X for that. And I'm going to solve for X. We get to do your favorite thing, which is cross multiply. 4X equals 8 times 5. So if I solve that algebraically, I should get X equals 10. And now if I were to write this again, 4/5 equals X over 10, or 8 over 10, excuse me, is a proportion. This, young people, is a proportion because it's 2 equal ratios. So now number 2, we've got a recipe requires 6 cups of flour for every 4 batches of cookies. Ooh, flour and cookies. Okay, so I see the number 6 and 4. So simply this is going to be 6 over 4, or 6 to 4, or 6 ... 4. Again, all ratios. Let's talk about Bob now for number 3. Bob can run 6 laps on the track every 54 minutes. So that means Bob is running 6 to 54, or again, 6 to 54, or 6 ... 54. And here's that beautiful definition that I just kind of talked about earlier, which is that a proportion, again, is an equation that states two ratios are equivalent. So let's just throw out a couple. 1/2 equals 2 over 4. Hey, 1/2 also equals 5 over 10. All of these are proportions. If you have a proportion, say 3 over 27 equals X over 10, and you don't know one of the values, we just use cross multiplying. And many of you do this very well. A few short examples today. The first one says the ratio of the measures of 2 side lengths for a triangle is given. Solve for X. So QR is 3 and PR is 5. So let's actually write that out. Here I've written down what I know. QR, PR equals 3 to 5. So now I'm going to go back to this actual image and fill in what's given. So QR over here is X. So I'm going to rewrite this and substitute it in. So this is now X. PR is 15, and this equals 3 over 5. Hey, that's a proportion that you can solve. If we clearly solve this, we see that X equals 9. Wow, that's it. X equals 9. On to number 2. So here we're going to cross multiply again. We've got two ratios, and they're equivalent. So we're going to solve them. W plus 2 times 5, remember to distribute, equals 7 times 10. And here we have it, W equals 12. On to the secret question. And there it is, young people. M plus 9 over 5 equals M minus 12 over 11. What is M? What is M? Find out, and I'll see you tomorrow.